Hello everybody, this is KDreezy from KDreezy Gaming. So this isn't really technically a gaming video, but it is having to do with Windows 10 operating system, which will be released pretty soon, and with the release of the new DirectX, things like that, I would say that it does have some sort of relation to gaming, and it is relevant to us as PC gamers, along with Xbox gamers as well. So basically, this video is just designed to kind of give you guys an idea on my thoughts of Windows 10 and whether or not you should buy it. And so yeah, let's jump into it. First off, looking at Windows 8, there were quite a few things that were wrong with it. I didn't personally have Windows 8, but from hearing from other people and from some of the tech things I've done fixing computers with Windows 8, I know that Microsoft, sorry, kind of dropped the ball with it, and we can all agree that it wasn't the best operating system ever made. And basically the reason behind that was because they had the key features, the user interface, it just wasn't really organized well, and I don't think that Microsoft really executed their idea as well as they should have, and they didn't get enough feedback from users before they released Windows 8. I feel like if they did that, which I'm pretty sure they are doing right now with Windows 10, if they did that with Windows 8, everyone probably would be on Windows 8 right now, because listening to their customers would have been a great idea. So there was also the problems with Windows RT, the whole tablet thing, Android, all that kind of stuff. Windows 8 also they released too much too soon, and they should have just took some baby steps and, like I said, kind of got some more feedback from the users and developers. So is it fixed now with Windows 10? I would say mostly. From what I've seen, I've been doing a lot of research, watching lots of videos. I am not an insider per se, but I have done a lot of research on it, and I would say yes, mostly they have fixed what was wrong with Windows 8. It's a great stepping stone in the right direction. I know it's not going to be perfect when it gets released, but it seems like Microsoft gets it right every other time. So XP was arguably the best operating system ever made, and there are people that are just die-hard fans of XP still today, and use XP on any machine that they can, whatever they get away with, which that's good for you, if you really like XP that much. I know support for XP, Vista 7, and even 8, the support is going to be ending pretty soon, and it's just basically going to be a thing of the past. But what I like about 10 is they combine the favorite aspects of 7, the things that made 7 great, and they incorporated the good things about Windows 8. Not saying that there's a lot of good things about Windows 8, but they did take the good of both and put them together. The start menu, the boot to full screen, icons, or the classic desktop, the accessibility of the control panel, all the options like that. Personally, when I was fixing computers, I did not like the way that the shutdown, restart, all that kind of stuff, where it was located. Also the control panel, getting to your personalization, all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't that great. From what I've seen, Windows 10 has fixed that, so that'll be really nice, especially for tech guys, things like that. So another thing that I get asked a lot, and people have been talking about on discussion, is what about Xbox? So I'm not really sure about the update time and when Xbox is going to get Windows 10, but I was thinking that it could either come out the same day, but if they were smart, they would wait and release it after all the servers clear up, and all the hype from getting it on the PCs kind of goes down a little bit, and then bring it to Xbox. I'm not really sure exactly what they're doing. If any of you have the answer to that, you can leave it in the comments section, because I'd love to know as far as what their plans are for releasing Windows 10 on Xbox. So I think I'm really curious and concerned about cross-platform gaming. So just watching, the differences in gaming on PC and the Xbox, I would say that PC has an advantage, PC users, because it is much, I don't know how to say this, the aiming and the speed and accuracy of a user with a mouse and keyboard seems to be quite a bit better, and they would have an advantage over console players. Now that's not including Xbox mods, mouse adapters, all that kind of stuff, which, on my personal thoughts on that is that it's all cheating when it comes to that stuff. We could argue about that, but I personally think that, if you're using mods, you're using mouse adapters, you should just, go jump off a cliff. But basically, yeah, I'm not really sure how that's going to go. I'm kind of concerned about it. I think it's really cool that Microsoft is kind of pushing, joined up, cross-platform gaming. I think that's a good idea, but the execution is going to be kind of sketchy. So, we'll see. Only time will tell about what happens with that. But the big question is, for you guys, should I get Windows 10? And usually programs, operating systems, all that kind of stuff, they're bad on release or something happens. Master Chief Collection, usually it gets fixed after 1 to 3 updates, whatever. But obviously Master Chief Collection was something. We won't talk about that. But Windows 10, it had a developer and insider program, which allowed, tech experts, software developers, all that kind of stuff, all those guys to work on 10, to experience it, and then they have basically been updating it for months, and even on the year scale. So it's almost like you're not getting the first version of Windows 10, you're getting the updated version. So I think that is going to alleviate some of those problems that, companies run into when they release new programs. Is that at first it's not great, but then after a few updates, then it becomes a great operating system or program, whatever it is. So don't trust me on that like 100%, because things are known to happen, and who knows what could happen on release. But I would recommend getting it just because the more people that go to Windows 10, the better. Mostly because Microsoft is pushing everyone to Windows 10. They're trying to get every piece of equipment onto Windows 10 just because they can stop spending so much money and time supporting the previous operating systems and games that were for the previous operating systems, and they can just focus on today. They can focus on Windows 10. They can focus on getting that to be the best operating system it can be, and putting all their time, money, energy, all that kind of stuff into increasing our technological advancement, I guess you could say. And the more people that go to Windows 10, the better it will be for Microsoft, the better it will be for the world in the long run, especially because of things like Oculus Rift, virtual gaming, all that kind of stuff. The longer people hold on to and cling on to the previous operating systems and things like that, it just kind of holds everybody back. So because this operating system has been updated in the last year, and you're not getting just the alpha version of it, basically, I would say yes, try it out. Don't come back and be mad at me if you do get it. Like, I would definitely recommend do some research and make sure that you have everything ready and that you know what you're doing before you upgrade to Windows 10. But I would recommend it, and I am personally going to get it right when it releases. As soon as I can download it, I'm going to download it and install, just so I can play around with it for a day or two, and then I can get a video out for you guys explaining my thoughts post-release, and tell you what I do and don't like about it. So that's all I have for you guys right now. Thank you guys for stopping in. If you like the content that I have for this, or you want to look at all my gaming stuff, please subscribe, like the video. Like I said, thanks for stopping in. Have a great day.